Right, hopefully this will be a video response to my little cartoon animation thing of Pythius, a Latin text. This video is hopefully to explain to those of you who don't understand what it's all about. It's kind of understandable that you wouldn't understand, because if you'd never done Latin then it wouldn't make any sense. Basically, I'm doing Latin GCSE, and as part of the exam you have to learn set texts, which are proper Roman texts that were written in Roman times. They're originally in Latin, obviously, because it's Latin GCSE, and you and your class and your teacher translate them, and then you get a set translation, and then you have to learn that, and then in the exam they ask you comprehension questions on the set translation, and you have to translate little bits and that sort of thing. But if you memorise it, you basically will be fine, because that's the whole thing. I made that little cartoon thing as part of my revision, and I think it helped me, and hopefully if there's anybody else out there it might help them too. Yeah, sort of thinking about it, thinking about the characters. If you didn't understand my little cartoon, which would be understandable because it wasn't very obvious, basically the story goes in Pythius that there is a knight called Canius short, and he goes to Syracuse and he wants to buy an estate so that he can have his friends around and do all this sort of stuff. Pythius finds out about this, and he has an estate, so he says, I have an estate, but you can't have it, you can just use it if you want to, and please come to my dinner tomorrow. So Canius says, of course, says yes. But Pythius, because he's cunning, gets all these fishermen and he says, oh, can you pretend to fish by my estate tomorrow? This is what I want you to do. And so when Canius comes, he sees all these fishermen, he's like, whoa, it's amazing, he has all these fishermen. And Pythius is like, yeah, all the fish in Syracuse are here. At which point Canius is like, please sell me your estate. And Pythius is like, no I won't, give me lots of money. Okay, I will then. And so he buys it for lots of money. And then the next day when he invites this is Canius, when he invites his friends over, he goes and there are no fishing boats. And he's like, oh my gosh, where are all the fishing boats? Are they on holiday? Which is a bit of a stupid thing to say if you ask me. So he asks a neighbour, and the neighbour's like, but no fishermen ever fish here. So I was surprised yesterday. And then Canius is really angry because he realises he's been conned. The Pythius is an extract from something called Persona non grata, which is from a book written by a chap for his son as kind of like a moral code of conduct. And the idea of the moral behind this story is that it's kind of like, you know, don't be greedy because you get your comeuppance and you end up like Canius and you don't get what you want. But at the same time, don't be evil like Pythius, because that's not good, and then you upset people. So that was generally the moral idea behind that. So I hope this video has kind of explained a little bit about what the whole cartoon thing was, and also has kind of like given you a bit of background and sort of maybe taught you something along the way. So yeah, thanks for listening and watching. Hope it makes a bit more sense now. Yeah, thanks, bye.